10 out of 12 for the Clio SoF Season 4 2025, and another, well, unique week is upon us in the iRacing official calendar. We are at the Misano World Circuit Marco Simoncelli. So far so good. We are on the club layout. And what is the club layout, you wonder? Yes, you can see it by them driving this hairpin. Let's take a look at the track map. I'm not kidding. 990 meters is this wonderful thing with its 6 turns, officially. And we have never raced here before. And yeah, what can we expect? 2 splits, 28 to 29 laps. And if we take a look at the quote-unquote danger points, or most interesting points, call them whatever you want them to call them. Turn 1 to 2, definitely one, and turn 4. Turn 4 is the key point of this track. So we will see them a lot, 28 to 29 times. So let's get to the demonstration lap to see how it looks, and then we will take a look at the starting grid for top split. And here we are at the demonstration lap of this wonderful layout. Down to turn 1, right and double right-hander, in fact, turn 1 and 2. Inside, outside, inside, take as much of the track as you can. That kink, same thing, watch out for track limits and slowdowns. Turn 4, the most difficult corner. Don't over-rotate the car, but also be patient and wait with the throttle because the tires are suffering. And this was already an entire lap, so let's take a look at the starting grid. Our starting grid, ladies and gentlemen: Dylan da Costa, Roman Perschke, Clement Godet, and Miguel Freitas, the first 2 rows. Let's go racing for 29 laps here in Misano. Everyone gets off the grid nicely. Miguel Freitas side by side with Clement Godet. We have Mika Vandenherk behind Stefan Kresin. Turn 4 for the first time. I heard contact, but nothing too crazy. Freitas and Godet still side by side. Hey, we have 1 lap done. Isn't this exciting? No, just kidding. Maybe the race will be good, even though the track selection by iRacing is interesting. Lap 2. Oh, super wide there by Neil Raw. No, not Cedric Gibbert. I apologize. James Lazark Smith. That cost both him and Cedric Gibbert. This was lap 2, turn 4. He's now almost lost. Attacks Neil Rocks, aggressive as always. This is James Lazark Smith. We know him for this. 3 wide into turn 4. Does he do it a better job? This is squeezing there. Poor Daniel Hoffman between the 2 cars. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Dale and Kevin Anfield. This is for P5. Would be an amazing result for Martin Dale. But Kevin Anfield, he has 26 laps or so time. Chooses a different line, tries the inside. Little contact, just a little bit. James Lazark Smith now again losing positions in turn 4. I wonder what happened there. Anyway, Daniel Hoffman now in P11, Stefan Kresin in P12, Neil Rocks and James Lazarus-Smith in P14. In front of them is Mika van den Herk. But we can already see a gap forming between 4 and 5. Understandable, Martindale is in defense mode. He is defending against Kevin Anfield and his Team Hell livery from the Mellons 24 hours. James Lazarus-Smith. Last is not the position he wanted to be in. But well, things happen. Anfield still behind. Behind him is John Duncan. Oh, Martindale goes wide. This could be an opportunity, but that left kick. Oh, no. Now he has a good chance. Kevin Anfield, take a look at the timetable to see if he sticks the overtake. We don't see it, but he is in P5. Yes. Yes, he did. Dylan da Costa, Roman Pershke, Miguel Freitas. Then Clement Godet, then 1.6 seconds to Kevin Anfield. So Clement, maybe he can stick with the top 3. Maybe if they start to fight even, that could be an opening for him. Neil Rocks, Stefan Kresin, this is for P12. Turn 4, like I said, be patient with the throttle. Because the thing is, you drive this corner 29 times. We have super high track temperature as well. If you overdo it, as we see it battle here in turn 1 and 2, if you overdo it and over throttle the car each and every lap, at one point your tires are going to suffer. And maybe we will see this in the later stages of the race, when people suddenly lose positions, or at least pace. That could be an indication for dead tires. Daniel Hoffman got past Mika van den Herk. He's now in P10. Mika struggling with the car a little bit. First time we see him in the SoF, I strongly believe. And what a track to make your SoF debut. Welcome. Neil Rocks is to the inside now. And he is in P11. Mika brakes a bit later in order to defend. James pushes him a little bit to give him a bit of a boost. Watch out, turn 4. James Lazarus-Smith to the outside of Mika van den Herk. Brakes late. Does not get past for the moment. But yeah, Mika is struggling and fully understandable. Especially if there is not that much experience in the car itself. I don't know that. All I know is that we have never seen him in the Clio SoF before. Martindale. Kevin Anfield got past, but still good pace, even though John Duncan is right behind him. Right behind him, and back to the back of the pack, so that we get this out of the way. I'm just looking. Yes, this was... Ooh, Mika! Yeah, turn 4, a little bit too much. And as you can expect, Probably 99% of the... Oh, Dylan da Costa, little mistake. Contact Perschke. And now the three are almost side by side. And Miguel Freitas. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many positions is he losing? A lot. It all started with that little mistake by Dylan da Costa. Roman Perschke getting to the inside. They touch. They collide. Yeah. They get together. And then it happened. Miguel Freitas down in P6 between Martindale and John Duncan. One thing I have not mentioned, our championship leader, Raul Hernando, is not here. So we might see a change in the overall standings. But let's focus on that later. Freitas to the inside. He is faster than Martindale. Ooh, but maybe not like this. Maybe not like this. I understand that you're a bit... didn't like that. But it is what it is. Oh, Cedric Gibbert! I didn't like this any better. Whew. Things are heating up, and I'm not talking about the tires. John Duncan, Cedric Gibbert, 6-7. Martindale lost 2 positions as a result. Not a lap he wanted to see. John Duncan. Oh, Cedric goes super wide there. Oh, wobbly. Struggling mightily. Here on lap 18. And now John Duncan in P6. Martindale P7. Oh, Roman Perschke goes wide. And now we are in this situation I was talking. Maybe they start fighting. And this could become an advantage for Clement Godet. He is now in P3. He is pretty close. So if Dylan and Roman are keep fighting... Oh, again, wide there by Cedric Gibbert. Maybe, just maybe, he can be lucky number 3 in this occasion. Acosta, Perschke, Godet, Enfield, Freitas. These are the top 5 here. We are on lap 20 out of 29 for the top split. And yeah, the age-old battle. The Costa and Roman. Roman chooses a different line there. Interesting. I noticed this line from him in practice as well. Interesting choice. Is this maybe a bit smoother on the tires? Just throwing out possibilities to do so. Either way, it seems as he is a bit faster than Dylan, but oh, John Duncan goes a bit wide, gives this the opportunity for Martindale, not at the moment at least. But they having a good battle the entire race. And Clement Godet, he probably starts to think, they touched already in this race. Maybe it happens again. You never know. You never know. Cedric Gibbert under attack from the voice you hear every week on this channel. Myself, this is for P8. And Cedric, you see the gap to John and Martin is growing. Is this a tire factor? I talked about it earlier. James Lazarus Smith and Neil Rocks for P11. James to the inside, no, stays behind. Stays in P11. James, different choice of line here on the exit. But yeah, the tires. And Cedric, I mean, look at the gap. It's growing. It's growing and he's struggling. Now Daniel Hoffman, he got close to those two. Cedric, he is struggling. He is struggling and he is almost parking the car there as a result. I think he overcooked his tires. I strongly believe that he overcooked his tires. Dylan Da Costa, Roman Perschke for the lead. 0.2 seconds. Perschke to the outside. But as long as Dylan does not make a mistake here, no chance. But, and now, Gibret, myself to the inside. Little bit of contact there. And Cedric is now in P9. Perschke. This was the closest they have been since their contact. And now suddenly Clement Gaudet 0.3 seconds behind. This was costly in terms of time. Do we get a new race winner because these two collide one more time? I don't know. Cedric Gibret now under attack from Daniel Hoffman. I think this was an off track and maybe even a slowdown. I remember Daniel Hoffman collecting a few slowdowns at that stage of the race. I think it came from that line through that corner. But if you take a look at the gap between Gibret and myself, it is growing. So my theory that his tires are cooked has some ground. Roman Perschke still behind. Clement Gaudet still hoping that something happens. Little bit of contact, not a lot. And maybe Dylan is in the same situation as Cedric with problematic tires. Daniel Hoffman, he wants to get past. He is faster than Cedric. But overtaking is a whole different thing. Takes a much... Yeah, James and his usual... Ooh. That is one way. And Perschke is through. Roman Perschke is through. We have missed it. Roman Perschke, but now Dylan, who is gonna win? It's Roman Perschke. It's Roman. And Clement Gaudet in P3. Miguel Freitas only P5, not happy. John Duncan, Martindale, myself, Daniel Hoffman, Cedric Gibret, James Lazark-Smith, Neil Rocks, and now we wait for Stefan Kresin. Oh, he's already over the line, sorry, and Mika van den Herk. Oh goodness. Well, let's take a look at the standings to see how it affects, and maybe we have a lead in the championship. A lead change. Let's take a look. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. A lead change. Miguel Freitas is leading the overall standings now that all of our top drivers have 8 results in the books. Miguel Freitas, Raul Hernando, Dylan Da Costa, and Roman Perschke. But I want to say this, they are all within one race. So no championship is decided at all. 49 points looks like a lot. It is a lot. But we have to keep one thing in mind, and the legacy view tells us the entire story. Let's do this a little bit like this. Look at this. 91 points is 1 point. This means Dylan Da Costa has the potential to gain 99 points in the next race. If he wins, of course. That's the be all and end all. That 91 is still on the books for Dylan, as you can see. 8 out of 8. For Miguel, the first thing that would drop out is Cadwell P9. So, we have to keep that in mind. Dylan da Costa has more room, so to speak, to get closer to Miguel. But we will follow it over the final 2 races of this season. Oh, I also noticed a little change. First, the United Kingdom lost its colony in Aragon. Happens. And we have the positional change arrows on this view as well. I love it. And yeah, so Clement Godet, big jump, 4 positions. Kevin Anfield gaining 2 positions, and we won't spoiler too much right now for tomorrow. Let's take a look at the top split championship, and here we can see it looks a little bit different. Here Raul Hernando is in P3 together with Dylan da Costa at 182, but is it because of the wins? 1-2 versus 1, yes, but Dylan has 1 more win, which is why Dylan is in P2. But here as well, nothing is decided, and we also see quite a big jump by Clement Godet, 3 positions, John Duncan 4 positions, hey, 5 positions, hi, I was here as well. Stefan Kresin +7, that's a nice jump now after 4 races in top split. Daniel Hoffman, top split debut, puts him in P34 out of our 55 people that have driven at least 1 race in the top split. But yeah, nothing is decided, and now let's take a look at the few turn 4 highlights. Spoiler alert, most of them were in turn 4. And then tomorrow we will see how the other half of the drivers that have participated this week have performed. That's it for me. I just noticed something. Speaking about colonies, they gave up Aragon, but the United Kingdom got back Misano. We have to talk about that. But either way, here are the highlights. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.